We will be doing a Consulate defense without Mira and Valkyrie as requested by Copper and donators. Make sure to put the corresponding subtitles and timestamps are available. Required operators and the strat in the short. Goyo, Smoke and Jaeger. Other two are optional. I will go with Maestro and Mozi or Alibi. Let's see how strat looks like from a taker perspective, and during that, this strat will be based against the most common piano and lobby push, which is the push from the admin and then pushing toward the lobby. We'll be heavily holding lobby, with a possible reinforced hedge, and 4 or 5 deployable shields. The fifth one can be played by the reception toward the copy room. We will delay the top floor push, and once time is passed, we will hold lobby with deployable shields or from below. Reinforcements. 9 are required. On the first floor, 2 facing Zulu and 2 facing piano from the toilet. On the second floor, 2 facing reception from the meeting and 1 facing visa stairs from admin. These are 7 default. The admin one denies an angle from admin to visa top stairs and meeting. Meeting ones are allowing you to play in the meeting from the copy room. And the first floor ones are enabling you to have a one strong anchor position inside the toilet. I also said that we might reinforce the lobby hedge, but it is not that necessary. 2 more will be at Zulu facing the Zulu windows, so your toilet player is even more flexible. Main gadgets. Goyo, 1 in the lobby facing the lobby double doors, 1 in the first floor connector facing lobby double doors. It's safe from window. And the final one depends on if you had the 5th or not. But if you do, put it facing yellow stair by the soda machine. If you don't, then you can either go with this one or the reception desk one. Jaeger's ADS should be located, one by the statue, as there will be a 4th deployable shield, one by the connector deployable shield, and if you have a reception shield, cover that one with an ADS. Next one is Maestro, and we'll use Maestro by console desk, and one will watch lobby default. If Mozi, we'll use one of his pass similar as we will be using jammers, but won't use mule because one jammer will be easily destroyable by the soda machine. The other pass is located to block the top visa stairs, and the last pass should block any drone trying to come from the copy room. This double door is not fully blocked, be aware. If alibi, use them definitely by the reception deployable shield, by meeting room position, and by the second floor connector. With the meeting one, you can play a bit more aggressively onto the south balcony, if there are attackers. Secondary gadgets. Goyo, C4, Smoke, deployable shield, by the statue, Jaeger, barbed wire, and both by the lobby, Maestro, barbed wire, and by the villa stairs, and admin to front office double doors, if you want to have a person by the soda machine. Alibi, deployable shield, already said. Or Mozi is bringing C4. With 2 pair of C4s, you can play from the basement and deny the lobby plant when necessary. Barricades. Definitely block up the top spiral stairs, and you can also barricade up the door between the statue and lobby. Positions. Really depends on how comfortable is your team. I will put Goyo by the statue shield, so you can go underneath when required. When you're getting back to the shield, or going to the spiral bottom stairs, make sure the prones are not exposed from the visa. Smoke will be playing in the toilet, and with the wall being opened and crouched or proned, he will be able to deny the plant by throwing babes over the shield, and is super safe from the window. Maestro, and you need a shotgun player over here. You can be by the lobby shield. If you're afraid of your shield being exploded and the hatch is already opened, there is still a safe space to be as Maestro. Above Maestro will be an angle onto the door of the stairs. Jaeger should be located by the soda machine near the jammer, to waste as much time and drones, and then go back to the deployable shield into the reception or meeting connector on the second floor. And Mozi Alibi should be located around connector, console, and the toilet, to have crossfires on the reception and the meeting to visa top stairs door. Rotations. Between piano, Zulu, and open the toilet hatch. Open an angle from the toilet to the first floor connector for smoke babes. The deployable shield covers you, so no worry. And you have an ADS. Let Maestro or anyone else open the hole above Maestro. And if you will rather have someone else playing there, Like if you're swapping Goyo and Maestro, Goyo can throw C4 through the hole, if required. These holes will help top floor defenders to hold, while not much exposing the lobby player. The hole is not mandatory for this strat. You will need a default rotation between the meeting and the reception on the far west side, so in case you have the deployable shield there, your player is as much flexible against the meeting windows and connector. If you want to play in the toilet on the second floor, make sure to open an angle towards the meeting room. The logic behind this strat? Well, it's really straightforward, but two cool stuff in this strat is that your statue as well as connected deployable shield most likely won't be able to be destroyed by Ash because to waste ADSs with the flashes, she's simply too far, and you have two ADSs to do that. However, if they repel by the first floor connector window, she'll be able to destroy it. You're holding relatively heavily on the top, not as much utility. You have two players there, and an evil eye and capture pests on the top. When necessary, move a pest around Visa. Speaking of information, if Valkyrie is available, pick her and put the camera outside on north, and if possible on the west side, so you have a fine top floor hold against the admin push, and mediocre against the console push, but that usually is not happening. And the point of the roamers are to deny the map control at cost of no life. Immediately when they feel dangerous, fall back. You can most likely yellow stairs safe due to the deployable ship by the Zulu, and speaking of that, you can make a rotation between the toilet and the yellow stairs. And you also have a rotation to garage safe from the toilet hatch, in case yellow doors are opened. Spiral stairs are usually safe, and Visa stair can be safe if the Visa camera is on, or if you have a drone there. Once you are pushed back, you have a statue shield covering your flanks, whereas you still can contest lobby as long as they don't open the ceiling on the top. And once they do, drop the hatch in the closet, and you will be playing with 2 C4s and 3 smoke canisters, and possibly a flank from the Visa stairs. During all this, yellow stairs are most likely safe but from the skylight. Also, be aware of the Zulu windows vault in, especially the statue guy. And finally, take care of the spiral windows. What to do if A. Admin take, and that is pretty much explaining the logic behind the strat. The Tiger destroyed a couple drones from Soda, then fall back and play a bit more behind the shield in the reception, and then play from the connector with a guy in the toilet on the second floor. And then, after all that, play from the below with a possible top retake. Mosey or Alibi can play long angles from the connector, console, or an toilet, as already stated. You have a very strong C4 and smoke babes denial for the lobby or piano push. B. Console push. You want to play from top on the other side. Very similar. You don't care if they get the console or connector control, as long as you're denying their meeting control. You will retreat even easier to basement then, due to admin hatch and visa hatch as well as the visa stairs. C. Anything else is actually denied, because they have to get rid of your 1 or 2 ADSs, 2 deployable shields, evil eyes, and smoke in the toilet, as well as 2 possible C4s, just to plant in the lobby. For that, they require top floor control. Pros: forcing a systematic room clear from attackers, denying the most common push, which is admin take, playing with loads of utility as well as having long deployable shield, which means ADSs most likely won't be able to be evaded by flashbangs, which means it is even more powerful, and just Zofia can destroy them. And also, pick Valkyrie if possible. Cons: console push. Either will be repelling out by the connector or repelling upside down by the south balcony windows, jump out of the console windows, because they will lack of manpower toward the flanks, assuming 2 are pushing and 2 are repelling. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any feedback, let me know down in the comment section below. If you would like to support me, drop me a like, subscribe and click the notification bell not to miss any video from my channel. Make sure to join my Discord server and to follow me on Twitter.